It is Elizabeth Off Grid, and today I'm going to talk about what I've learned after living in my car for 1 week in the Silicon Valley. So the first thing I have learned is that I really don't actually use that much stuff on a daily basis. I've realized that the only way to have living in a car, traveling in a car work is to minimize the amount of things, especially inside the cabin and even in the car overall, and pare it down to just the things you use every day or maybe every week, but as well as some emergency supplies. So I definitely have some emergency supplies to the car, jumper cables and all that kind of stuff. They're underneath my bed. They're not completely inaccessible, but they're not accessible on a daily basis. Besides that, I've realized I need a very small amount of stuff. I need stuff so I can get my work done. I can need all the toiletries and bathing things. I need stuff to cook and make food, but not as much as I thought. And I need food for the next couple days because I can go grocery shopping whenever I want. I'm out already, so I don't need a ton of food. I need my clothes. I need lots of batteries and things of that nature. And I actually need some first aid stuff and over-the-counter meds. I need my chair, and I actually got my table out of storage too because I realized how much having a chair to sit outside, a lawn chair, would really improve the quality of my life. And that's about it. And of those things, I need a fairly minimum amount. I don't need all the clothes I own in the car at any one time. What I've done is create a capsule wardrobe. That's about 10 days. Well, not including this. So, because I just did laundry this morning. It's technically 11 days, including the clothes I'm wearing. And that's a lot actually to have in my car at any one time. The thing is, I don't need more than that. I don't know how much clothes I've had if this tiny percentage of my clothes is 11 days. So yes, I need an actually very small amount of stuff to live and enjoy life compared to everything I had in my gosh darn apartment. Number two, there are fairly few, very, very little places to pee between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. Assuming you're not going to just go outside in the middle of suburbia. You can go to Planet Fitness if you have a membership because it's a 24 hours. Not every Planet Fitness is 24 hours, but the ones around here are. So that's an important thing to remember. And around here, that's about it. There are almost zero places that are open 24 hours a day. Walmart isn't, nothing like that. There's a couple pharmacies, CVS, Walgreens that are, but none that are close by to me. Like I'd have to drive a half an hour. It actually is closer to go to Planet Fitness. And so it really makes sense if I need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I just go to Planet Fitness, except it's closed 6 days a year, which is kind of a side note of something else that I learned is that Planet Fitness is closed 6 nights a year. Not the whole day. It's closed on those holidays at 1 p.m. or so, and then opens up the next morning at 6 a.m. But that sucks if you have to pee at 4 a.m. So yes, very few places to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Number 3. So food. Keeping perishable food okay. You have a couple options. Number 1, get a refrigerator where you have to charge a battery every couple days, not every day. Number 2 is get a ice chest where you have to get ice every couple days. How big of an ice chest, how much ice you have in there, what the temperature is, etc. And that's the same thing with electricity. Number 3 is buy food every day or every other day and just eat it right then so it doesn't have time to go bad. And option number 4 is get takeout. Obviously, option number 4 is not a very good idea. It's going to be really expensive, but it's okay every once in a while. And if you're, having troubles, which I did have troubles the first few days. But the thing is, you have to pick which problem you're going to have, which battle you're going to have. Are you going to have the electrical battle? You're going to have the ice battle? Are you going to have the going to the store every day or every other day battle? Or are you going to spend a whole bunch of money on takeout? There's no perfect solution for this. You have to just pick which one of these problems you're going to absorb. Right now, I have stuff in an ice chest, but I'm starting to get sick of buying ice every other day. And I don't want to get some, $400 ice chest that will allegedly keep things cooler longer. It just seems insanity for me. So I'm actually thinking of moving towards shelf-stable food and food that doesn't go bad for a couple days. And then also you could buy food and cook it. I could go to the grocery store, buy a quarter pound of ground beef, come immediately to a park and cook it up. I don't have to store it. Can't store any leftovers unless you have refrigeration. Number 4, this is something that actually really surprised me. I never thought about. And that is, I don't need to hurry. It actually has changed something because I don't have to hurry home because my home is with me. I'm like a snail. I carry my home everywhere I go. So I don't have this need to get home in a hurry, get to the place in a hurry. I'm much more chill. I don't take interstate highways around town. I actually just drive surface streets. I kind of make my way slowly as I go. It's very different vibe that I have. Number 5, related to this. I don't know what the heck I was doing all the day long, but I lived in an apartment or house. I feel like I have so much more time now. I obviously don't have more time. There's the same amount of time in the day. And I have to spend a whole lot of time doing things that before I didn't have to do, like driving. I do a lot of driving, and I drive to Planet Fitness, to work out and take a shower. I drive to this place and this place to do errands. I drive to this place to have a place to hang out, drive to the library. Like I do so much more driving. So you'd think I would have less time. But weirdly, I have a lot more, or at least I perceive to have more. I think part of it is I don't really watch shows anymore. I would still watch YouTube videos, but I don't really like sit and just watch shows. I don't know. I don't know where the time went before, but now I have so much more of it. Number 6, there are so many unhoused people that it is very easy to not be aware of them. I think we tend to be aware of like the homeless person who looks very disheveled and probably has some mental health issues and is, wandering around during the middle of the day, maybe asking for money from people. We think of that, oh, that's the homeless person. But there is a whole lot of people who are living in their cars and who are just kind of unhoused in some way, shape, or form that you only see if you're out in the world in a certain way. So when I'm driving around at 4:30 in the morning, going from my spot that I slept, going to Planet Fitness, I see these people walking around in the middle of the night. And then of course I see the people at Planet Fitness who are like me, who are taking a shower there. And you would have no idea how many people there are, because a lot of them don't look homeless. Their car looks fine, or whatever vehicle they're sleeping in. You wouldn't be able to tell. They're wearing regular clothes. They go to Planet Fitness every day and take a shower. You'd have no idea that they don't have an apartment or house to go to. They have a job. I think there's a whole society that exists, especially here in the Silicon Valley, where it's ridiculously expensive to live, and it's very hard to see them. There's really no even way to find them all, because we're spread out all over the place. How would anyone even catalog us? I was actually thinking about, the next census. How will I even get part of that census? I don't know. I actually don't know how that would work. Number 7, it is so nice. It is so peaceful to spend most of my day outside. And then the rest of the time I spend usually at a library. Spending all this time outside is so good for my psyche. It's spirituality and creativity. I can think about things so much more, so much better, make decisions about things, handle problems, especially on a day like today where last night I actually got a good night's sleep. Obviously it did not be, 90 or 100 degrees outside. That sucks. But like this, I don't know, it's in the 60s. This is lovely. I'm just sitting here chilling, reading my book. This is the current book I'm reading, a book that has been on my to-read pile for years. It is so lovely to spend all this time outside. Now, what am I going to think about it when it's pouring down rain, when it's super cold? I already know what I think about it when it's 95 degrees. One of the things about it being 95 degrees is it's not like that all day around here. I know there's parts of the country that if it's 95 or 100 degrees during the day, it's still not, 90 degrees at night, but that's not true here. It'll cool down to the 60s. It sucks trying to go to sleep sometimes because it's so stuffy. This is actually a good place to be sleeping in your car. Again, this is Elizabeth Off Grid. This was about the very first week, or technically I have 9 nights as of right now, that I've been living in my car in the Silicon Valley. I'm sure I will have more things that I will learn after a month, after 6 months, after a year, also after I've been traveling and all the other things that I plan to do. And so I will update you then. If you have any thoughts or feedback or want to say hi, please leave a comment below. Thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe if you want to follow along. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.